Hello and welcome everyone to my Let's Play of World of Warcraft. Um, so yeah, we are actually going to get into it. Just jump right in. So we're gonna be playing a Human Paladin. This is in the Dragonflight, one of the first updates for Dragonflight. It's been a while since I've played through World of Warcraft, or at least even played it. I've taken a little bit of a break, so. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and go through and see. We're going to try to follow the story as much as we can, and we're gonna start off kind of going through and just seeing how our character grows. Like I said, I haven't played through too much for a while now, um, but we'll kind of grow our character as time progresses, and see what kind of story we can give him. I'd like to do some kind of story with him. Um, and there might be some other characters that join during that at some point, but for right now it's just our human paladin. So we are going to name him Elyazar. Let's see, I think that should be. Okay, yep, I tested it, so it is available. So yeah, so this is going to be our first character of the series at least, and let's just hop in and we'll kind of go as we go along. And I'll be starting in Northshire Valley. I'm not going to do the Exiles Reach, so let's hop in. Okay, here we go.
Emboldened by the return of their heroic king, Varian Wrynn, the proud humans of Stormwind led the Alliance to victory in its war against the dreaded Lich King. While successful, the campaign in Northrend proved costly, and the humans now seek to bolster their strategic holdings throughout the world. Under Varian's daring leadership, humanity now braces itself for a renewed conflict with its perennial enemy, the Horde. Yet, as the great cataclysm rips across the world, familiar threats have once again arisen closer to home. It now falls to you to defend the kingdom and uphold the honor of humanity.
Okay, so here we are. Just gonna play as a fresh recruit on the Stormwind military. Well, we'll see. My goal is to kind of follow along through the story and kind of get deep into it and maybe do some roleplay aspects, but yeah, we're kind of just gonna go and see how this turns out. Let's see, Marshal McBride. So, you're the new recruit from Stormwind, eh? I'm Marshal McBride, commander of this garrison. Glad to have you on board. He looks through some papers. Elyazar. It is Elyazar, right? You've arrived just in time. The Blackrock orcs have managed to sneak into Northshire through a break in the mountain. My soldiers are doing the best they can to push them back, but I fear they will be overwhelmed soon. Head northwest into the forest and kill the attacking Blackrock orcs. Help my soldiers. Okay, let's go take out some wolves. Again, so this is kind of going to be more of a laid-back series. I'm pretty new to YouTube anyway, so it's kind of going to be good practice for actually talking as we go and playing through a game. That's definitely something I need to work on a bit. So, yeah, there might be some short pauses or whatnot, but I will go ahead and let me just switch this to do the modern one just because that's what it currently is. Yeah, so we'll see how the thing goes. Mainly, I just want to play through it as if kind of almost like I'm playing through it my first time. I'd like to explore the world, get through the quests, and kind of go along from there. Yeah, I might do some other characters along with this just so I can switch it up, but I'm hoping to keep some of this mainly to the Paladin, hopefully. But I might do one of each armor type just so that when I'm going through the world and stuff, and maybe we're looking for transmog and different items to make our character look different, we can kind of collect all of them for all the different types of armor. Might not be too bad. yeah, we'll see what happens.
Greetings.
You've bought us a little time, Elyazar, but we've got even bigger problems to deal with now.
For the Alliance.
The invading orcs aren't fools. They're sizing us up, making sure that when they attack, it will be to their advantage. In the forest to the northwest are Blackrock spies. They peer at us through spyglasses, watching our every move, waiting. I want you to take the fight to them. Kill the Blackrock spies. We must show them that we know they are watching us, and that we are prepared.
Be careful.
Now let's take them out. So yeah, this is kind of one of my first times playing through on the newer update in Dragonflight. And so, especially with like all the new talent trees and whatnot, I haven't played with or gotten a chance to play with. Um, so I'd like to. My goal is I'd like to check out a bunch of different classes, and kind of level them as we go, and be able to post them as well. Not all of them would probably be as involved like voiceover. That's why I think if I'm doing so many characters, I can't probably think of different things to say each time. But we'll see how it goes. I feel like that's kind of the motto for this playthrough so far, is we'll see how it goes. I'm not too entirely sure. I just wanted to record my gameplay while I'm going through. So yeah, we'll do that. But there certainly I won't be trying to fill every single second with time. I'll leave spaces that are just kind of more of the gameplay sounds. And if I have commentary, then I'll have commentary. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It might be good just to kind of have ideas of what to talk about too. I'd like to be able to eventually do stories or kind of talk about certain topics while we're playing through, if we're just kind of doing regular questing. So if you have any suggestions or topics, just leave them down in the comment section, and I look through all the comments. So yeah, maybe we'll get some ideas from there.
Honor, friend.
Okay, we took out those spies. Excellent work, Elyazar. You've turned out to be quite an asset to this garrison. It's time for you to train.
Go with honor, friend.
I received an urgent message from Sergeant Willem. Turns out that the Blackrock orcs have hired goblin assassins. They ambushed our battalion behind the abbey. Willem has asked me to send him a hero. You have to go help him, Elyazar. Find Sergeant Willem north of the abbey at the command tent. Go.
Be careful.
Okay, let's head over there. Yeah, so a paladin is actually the first class I ever played in World of Warcraft. I started as a paladin, so this kind of brings back nostalgia for me. So we'll see how much of that still is around.
What can I do for you?
It's true, we were ambushed. I don't dare send any more soldiers out there and risk losing them too. I need a volunteer, someone willing to risk their life. Well, I guess that's me. I'm a paladin. I uphold for honor, and
Have a good one.
I'll fight if it means protecting some people. Have you ever seen a goblin, Elyazar? They're wretched little monsters that love only two things, gold and themselves. The Blackrock orcs have enlisted the aid of the goblin assassins to kill our soldiers. If you look to the field to the north, you can barely make out their silhouettes, sneaking about in the grass. I need you to head out there and kill every goblin that you see. They need to learn that nobody messes with the Alliance.
See you
Okay.
later.
Certainly.
How are you?
Have you embraced the holy light yet, brother? I think I'm on the path. I'm getting there. It is through the holy light that we are saved. It is through the holy light that I am able to heal these overly demanding soldiers. And it is through the holy light that you will be able to venture out into the field to the north and rescue our fallen brothers. Take this prayer book with you into the field and cast the light's healing touch on the injured.
See you around.
Oh yeah, this will definitely be good practice for my my paladin training. It's kind of shame I never played the game during Classic and the TBC and Lich King eras, where I started playing the game World of Warcraft in Mists of Pandaria near the end of it, so I never got to play the releases of the game where you actually had to train your skills. It might be fun to do kind of a classic playthrough at some point, but we're gonna try to focus on retail here for now. Obviously on this character, but I don't know. I always liked the idea of. I thought it's kind of cool. Like, I know a lot of MMOs now, they just you know, when you get to a certain level, you unlock the skills and you automatically get them. I always thought it would kind of be fun to have to actually do some training. I think, well, in regular WoW, it was just you pay the money, like a gold price, and you would get the training. But we actually have some skills. I should have actually looked in here. We have Judgment, which is a ranged skill, and we have Shield of the Righteous. Slam enemies in front of you with your shield, causing 10 holy damage and increasing your armor by 36 for 4.5 seconds. Okay, cool. Let's put the second action bar on, just so we can have that. And let's see. I think I actually have main mode is, yeah. This kind of fixes the chat and everything. But anyway,
I ain't getting paid
yeah,
for
like
shit.
actually playing through and having to pay for your skills. I always thought that was a cool concept if I would have played back then. I don't know. Those kind of bring it the more MMO style feel to me. Obviously, I've never played with them, so if there were problems, I didn't experience them. But I don't know. I always liked the thought of actually, if you were like a hunter, you actually needed arrows and ammunition. If you were a rogue, you actually needed poisons to be able to do some skills. So, and soul shards for warlocks. So it may be something we check out in the future. But Elyazar is going to be our normal paladin boy. Okay, Brother
Hello.
Paxton. I think you now understand the power of the light. The light giveth hope, brother, and the light taketh from the darkness. Blessed be the light.
Safe travel.
Level 4. Oh, looks like we actually get a light spell. Extends a large amount of mana to quickly heal a friendly target for 52 health. Okay, well, now we're kind of on the same level, Brother Paxton.
Good day to you.
Thank you for your training. That worked out well. I appreciate it.
You need
Okay,
something?
Sergeant Willem. That will teach those monsters. They'll think twice before attacking another mercenary job for orcs. Well, taking another mercenary job for orcs.
See you around.
Excellent work, Eleazar. The rear is now officially clear. We'll take care of the stragglers. I want you to go back to Marshal McBride, standing in front of Northshire Abbey south of here, and let him know that the goblin situation is under control. Farewell, Paladin.
Safe
Okay,
travel.
let's go talk to him. Let's get some of this new armor on that we have. Let's see, these are the same. Do they look better than our boots? Less debatable. I'll keep these on, normally. Okay.
Light be with you.
With your help, we've managed to secure the northern and western sectors of Northshire. We still have a rather large contingency of Blackrock orcs to the east, and they've begun burning down the forest.
For
That's
the
not good.
Alliance.
The orcs have begun burning down the forest, Eleazar. They have taken over the vineyard to the east and are planning their final assault against us. They must be stopped. Head east across the river and kill the rampaging Blackrock orcs. Collect their weapons as proof of their demise and return to me. You are our only hope, Eleazar.
Light bless you.
Okay, well, let's get over there.
How are
Millie,
you?
do you need help? Times like these make me long for when the Defias were still around. The Cataclysm has opened a pathway from the burning steppes, and now Blackrock orcs pour into Northshire Valley. They've taken over my vineyard and are burning it to the ground. To the ground! Please, Eleazar. That vineyard is all I have. Take my fire extinguisher and extinguish the flames at the vineyard. There still might be hope for that land.
Safe travels.
Okay, let's see what we can do. Yeah, see like all these different trainers and whatnot. Be cool to have to go to them to actually unlock it. I think some classes, I know that I've played on a mage, where the trainers actually have hidden kind of things they can train you. Nothing big, but either cosmetic or small functionality. So maybe we'll check out the paladin one, see if they have anything for us. So, now let's go through this, get some of rid some of these invaders, try to save this vineyard. Man, I forget what it felt like to kind of play a paladin when I actually started playing World of Warcraft back in. So I'm just gonna say MOP for Mr. Pandaria in case anybody's not familiar with the acronym. Um, but yeah, back in MOP, I kind of forget what it felt like to first play a paladin. I know, like right now at least, it feels like it's kind of slow, and I knew it would be because you're waiting for abilities. Because the paladin abilities, they're not. It's not like you're based off of mana. They use the holy power system, so you kind of just wait for things to come off cooldown a lot. I I imagine that's similar to how it was when I first started playing. I honestly can't remember what it felt like, but it should speed up a little bit. I know paladins overall are kind of they, I don't know. Their rotation. I haven't played them recently very much, but their rotation is kind of more slower in the fact I've read that people kind of think it's more of it's not like a certain rotation you go through. It's kind of like an ability like priority that you go through. So we'll kind of see how it feels, and when we try out some other classes, maybe we'll get to see different ways of going. So yeah,
Good day to you.
Millie. So I think we put out. I mean, there's definitely a lot more fires still going on, but we put some of them out. Bless your heart, Elyazar. You truly are a hero of the Alliance. Though the land is completely incinerated and there is nothing left of the vineyard but ash and debris, I still might be able to recover, right? How bad can it be?
See you
I
later.
don't know, it kind of looks pretty bad. Got a nice cape. Let's see, did we get... Yeah, we got another ability. Hammer of Justice. So we got a stun. Very nice.
Need
Marshall
help?
McBride. Have you killed the rampaging orcs? Hordes?
Go with honor, friend.
The Blackrock orcs will surely fall now that their main force has been defeated. Only one task remains.
For the Alliance.
The rampaging orc horde is led by a savage beast known as Kurtak the Slayer. Excuse me. Kurtak is responsible for the recent invasion and must be killed if we are to have peace in the valley. Venture back east across the river and through the vineyard and look for the passage leading into the mountains. Kurtak will be there, preparing for another assault. Kill him and return to me.
Go with honor, friend.
Okay, let's take out this guy. Yeah, so another part of this playthrough I haven't mentioned yet, and it's mainly because I haven't decided what I want to do about it yet. Um, Currently, I don't play WoW super heavily recently, so I don't actually have an active subscription. So right now I'm actually on the free trial, playing through. So the max level on the free trial is level 20. Um, so originally my plan was kind of to go through the story and see how much of it we could do with having our max level locked at 20. I'm okay not unlocking all our abilities and kind of playing through a base paladin set or just any class set um, without all the abilities as we kind of go through the story. But obviously that's not going to work long term because you're never going to get to max level on a free character account, a free account, excuse me. So we'll kind of see. I think I'll have to check it out. I know, so they have the Chromie time leveling system now, which means you can pretty much choose any expansion to level your entire character through. Unfortunately, I don't think all of the zones when you do that scale to like a level of 20. For example, if we look at just kind of the map around here, so like on this character at least, we could go through Elwyn Forest. So assuming our max level is 20, everything should scale to that because it's 1 to 30. Then we could go into Westfall because that's 5 to 30. Duskwood, as long as our level 20 falls in that range, I think even if it's on the low, it should still scale to that. I'm not entirely sure, but potentially. So like Stranglethorn Val should be fine. Even the Blasted Lands, I think the majority, I think all of the classic can be done with a max level of 20. I think where you start to get into problems is when you go to the other expansions, obviously, because Outland. I mean, it looks like so even Outland, so the Burning Crusade expansion, looks like that also goes. Looks like we'd also be able to do that 20, except for the end areas. So I think Shadow Moon Valley and Netherstorm, possibly Blades Edge Mountain, depending on how scaling works, since we'll be on the low end of 20. Well, once you get to like Northrend, well, looks like you can still get through some of them. So I'll have to do some research and see how far we could do. Because pretty much I'm not, the only thing like somebody might be worried about is you get to level 20 and you kind of complete all the content, and then eventually when you want to level up more, it's like and you get a paid account, where do you go? But leveling is so fast in this game nowadays, it shouldn't be a problem. Got a human mage. Yeah, that's something I was thinking about making a human
What can I
mage
do
as
for
well.
you?
With Kurtok slain, we are safe once again from the Orcish hordes. I will send peasants to the pass in an attempt to seal the passage, so that no more orcs may come through into our territory. Oh, that's nice, question mark. You have the thanks of Stormwind and of the Alliance hero. So we could get a two-handed mace, or we could do just a militia's hammer. Well, the hammer doesn't really do anything for us, and it's not an upgrade, and the hammers will sell more,
Be
so we'll just
careful.
take this one. We get the same, pretty much the same exact ones the next place we go. Elyazar, you are a paladin with proven interest in the security of Northshire. You are now tasked with the protection of the surrounding Elwyn forest. If you accept this duty, then I have prepared papers that must be delivered to Marshal Dugan in Goldshire. Goldshire lies among the southern road past the border gates. Take the documents to Dugan.
Light bless you.
Okay. You are dismissed, Eleazar. Okay. Let's see if there's a paladin trainer in here. And see if there's... I'm not sure where he is in here, but I'm kind of interested to see if he actually has training. Nope, that's the priest one. You upstairs by any chance? Oh my gosh, I have to go all the way around that just to find him. I could probably do this better on the map somehow, but... Nope, that's the mage trainer. And the one thing I will do throughout the playthroughs is using the barber shops to kind of change how our character looks as he adapts. Right now I have just the soldier haircut because, well, I'm kind of just a new soldier to the Alliance as well. So Paladin Trainer, let's see. May the light protect you this day.
Go with
Okay,
honor, friend.
so he doesn't have any hidden upgrade or different little spell for us. So we'll just go ahead and start heading to Goldshire. I'm also going to do, so this playthrough I have a lot of the heirlooms and stuff that make leveling faster, and the pre-chauffeur mount that you can do before level 10. But I mean, since we're already on a free character and we're kind of just playing through this, I'm not going to use any of those. It's not really needed. Um, I haven't used them since, oh man, I don't know the last time I used heirlooms. Probably when they weren't. It's been a while.
Hey there.
It's been a while. I can't remember exactly the last time. Rest and relaxation. Every adventurer should rest when exhaustion sets in, and there is no finer place to get rest and relaxation than that the Lion's Pride Inn. My best friend, Innkeeper Farley, runs the Lion's Pride. If you tell him I sent you, he may give you the special discounted rates on food and drink. To find the Lion's Pride Inn, travel south along the road from there. You can't miss it.
See you later.
Okay, let's head off on our first adventure outside Northshire.